a guard, and now this person's going to start standing up. So when he starts standing up, for whatever reason, he starts getting into a really high position. Everything from here, guys, is really hard on my neck, really hard on my shoulders. So I'm usually going to start trapping, making both contacts on both legs, guys, and my knees come in, and I start trapping him. Now, do I grab the pant legs? No, because he might not be wearing pants. He might be wearing shorts, all right? So hopefully he's wearing something. My hands come in, and I'm grabbing right behind the ankles, and I make my C-cup right behind his ankles. Now from here, what I do is I'm going to start pulling with my heels and lifting my knees and just taking them farther out. Too many people, what they start to do is they try to pull their heels down too low, and it's not working with them. You got to drive your knees into his chest. My knees come in, I bend, put my knees in, and I drive my chest right into his stomach, right into his chest at the same time that I'm getting here. Now, once I get to here, he has both knees up. I'm going to have to make a decision. I either want to go to my right side or want to go to my left side. It's really up to you. But what I try to do is I try to open up one of the legs. I try to pull one of the legs so it's lower, all right? So I try not to jump over his knees. I lay him flat, and then I start getting into the next spot. Now from here, I come up to my hand. My knee is going to go past his leg, and then I walk myself all the way to mount. Once I get to here, I can trap, keep my position, and keep my control as best I can. All right, let's try it again. So from here, he's in position, he starts standing up, that's okay. I don't want to get caught up with my shoulders on the mat, or I'm getting tight, or something's going to happen to my neck. Both hands reach, grab to the ankles, and my knees drop. Watch what I do. My heels aren't in, my toes are in. That means my knees are together. And once I get to here, I'm going to start lifting up. Once I do this, guys, I automatically start pulling one of the legs, and now my knee is going to go over the leg. My hand goes down to the mat, my knee goes down to the mat, and now from here, I keep walking, all the way to mount and get my position. I always look underneath grapevine, I open up my base, and I don't keep my hands in tight, all right? I don't want my hands here and really high. I want to open up as much as I can and get to the strongest dominant mount position that I can, all right? Does that make sense or not? Ready? One last time from here. So, again, from guard, he starts standing up, right? I walk my shoulders to him, both hands, drive my knees together, lift, he sits. I can choose either side right now. I pull, sit up, put my hand down to the mat, my knee drives to the mat, walk my hand, walk my knee, walk my hand, walk my knee, get to mount, and I'm in my dominant mount position as best I can, all right? Anybody have any questions?
When you're officially on your back and you drop your body to the floor, when you say lift, what part of your body are you lifting? Like
I'm lifting, it's like a bridge that we do at the beginning of class, but I'm lifting, keeping my feet at the hips, lifting my hips off the mat, like I'm reaching to the ceiling, and I'm pressing my knees right into his center. So that's what's making him fall. Okay. My knees are pressing into him somewhere, whether it be his stomach, his belt, his chest, it doesn't matter, and it kind of forces him onto his back. Okay. Can you stand up, please? Or come to your knees. Stand up. So, I want you guys to see this movement. He stands up, all right? He can even stand up without you. From here, if he stays tight and I pull him, see how my heels are trying to pull him down? He can withstand that. So he's just not going to go. He's just not going to let me do it. But what I do is my toes come in, my knees come in. My knees are really tight, trying to touch together. And now from here, I lift my knees, lift my hips up off the mat, and I press with my knees into his chest. And it's harder for him to hold on. He has to take that fall. Right? Does that make sense or not?
Yes.
Right. Anybody else have any questions? Everybody's okay with this? Ready? 1, 2, 3.